Hello and welcome back to Jak 2 Renegade Part 19 now. I'm Electrosoul, and last time, I don't remember what we've done. We went through the turret missions, which was really hard, and went through the sewers to retrieve the item from the statue for crew. And now we have been instructed by Bruta that he's left a piece of the seal of Ma near the pumping station in the slums. So that's where we're heading now. Let's go see what's there.
That is it! Piece of seal, yes? Nice and shiny, huh? All yours! Uh-oh! I think Red Trooper's approaching!
Okay, sweet. Now, gonna be completely honest, this mission I find this mission very, very difficult. However much I've played it, I still struggle at it so hard, and I can't find an easy way around it. I mean, I've played it a lot and tried to find alternate routes and tried to make life easier for myself in this mission, but it's just really hard. Right, first thing to point out, you cannot go in the water here. Basically, well, no, first thing, your objective is to get out of this sort of area of the slum. You're supposed to get back to the built-up sort of bit, out of the water. It's not that far, but it's pretty difficult. The first thing to notice is the water. You cannot go in there. It would be a bit too easy if you could just jetboard around in the water and get straight there. But you cannot go there because, like when you swim too far out of the pumping station and that, the little turret will pop up out of the water and shoot you and then insta-kill you, so you cannot do that. Meaning you've got to stay to the paths and try not to get either shot off or fall off or anything like that. Second thing to point out, if you go too close to these Krimzon dropships, that, like this one here for example, it will aim at you and it will shoot you. You can see a little turret on the bottom of it, and it will deal, I think it's 2 bars of health, so it's like a regular shot. But yeah, you want to keep an eye out behind you as well as obviously in front of you for Krimzon guards, because dropships do tend to come up behind you without you noticing, and they drop Krimzon guards off behind you, and then they sneak up on you, and it's really, really quite annoying. The guns I'd recommend using is the yellow gun that I'm currently using, and doing the spin jump attack maneuver. Or the blue Vulcan Fury, and the yellow one is called the Blaster, I think. No, yes, it is the Blaster. Or the Vulcan Fury, which is the blue one. Purely because you can spray a lot of bullets out at a time. And be careful at this point, there is a ship above there which drops you, hang on, that one there, right in front of us, you can't really see it, is the whole point. You can't see that ship there, and the first time I was playing this, on this recording, I completely didn't see it, ran straight under it and got shot. Now, it's not an insta-kill like the turret in the water, but it does deal a bit of damage, so you're going to want to watch out. And it's just, make sure you look up, because it's dark, especially when it's nighttime like this. It varies, the day and night cycle. If it's dark, it might be a bit difficult to see these ships. So, yeah. As I said, don't bother using the scattergun, which is the red one. And we only have the other two at the moment, the yellow and blue one. So use those. At this point, I just thought, fuck it, I'm going. And I just ran for it, and you can make it. I didn't know you could. Panicked here a little because the mission didn't end, but it will end like that.
You do good! No better warrior than all of the tribes! You keep seal. You love shiny things just like...
So yeah, that's that mission, and I'll be honest, in my opinion, that is the hardest mission of the game, and it may just seem like a small side mission, but regardless, it is really, really, really hard. It may look like... oh, hang on.
We're evaluating the use of homing beacons in missions. Get all of the beacons as fast as you can. You gotta move quickly on this one.
It may look like that mission was pretty easy and I done it first time, but I promise you, there was about 7 attempts that I had recorded. I cut all my deaths, and I got kind of frustrated at that mission because it's very hard. Right, I was on the way to the next mission. I think we were then heading for the stadium. See the mechanic, but I got caught. I saw a side mission that I wanted to do, so I went and done that instead. So this is this. Basically, the objective is to go to all these beacons which are on your map. I think there was 20 of them. I wasn't looking, but and you got to basically just collect them in the time limit. It's as simple as that. I remember playing this half a year ago or something when I was playing this first time on the Classics HD version, but not recording, and I found it very hard. I don't know why I struggled so hard, and right now I'm using my least favourite vehicle. My favourite are obviously the little zoomers, but this was the closest one to me, and the one, well, there was another one near me, but it was really slow. And this one's relatively fast. So yeah, if I'd have wasted time looking around for a zoomer, I wouldn't have made it in time. So yeah, as I said, this mission is literally just flying around the green section of the city, as I like to call it, because it was blocked off by a green barrier. It's like the green zone, if you like, of the city. I'm not sure what the different areas got. All I know is the slums, that's what that's called. There's the port, which is where crew is. And the rest I just call them the red section, the green section, and the yellow section. Well, I guess the stadium section, but you know. So yeah, this mission is really as simple as it sounds. It's not the easiest of things. I did do it first time here, as you can see. But,
Excellent work. You're a great asset to the underground, Jack.
and for that we get a gold orb, which I think is worth 3 regular precursor orbs. So right now we're at the stadium, we're going to go see what the mechanic wants.
We destroyed Crew's cargo.
Great! I'll send you a medal. Now, if you don't mind, I'm on a deadline, so scram.
Are you always this difficult?
Let me handle this, Jack. Listen, lady, we beat your stupid course, and we can outrace anybody in this city.
Wait, that voice.
Now, there's just 2 things you need to know. 1, we don't want to join your stinking race team. And 2, you just lost a date with Orange Lightning. Let's go, Jack.
Daxter! It is you!
Mira!
Oh, I never thought I'd be so glad to see your furry mug. And Jack, you look different.
It's been a tough ride.
The Baron pumped our boy here full of dark eco, and it did something to him. Now he's got super moves or something. And a few anger issues as well.
I've been looking for you guys forever. And planning a way to get us back home. Somehow that rift took us far into the future. I've calculated the time displacement, and I
found
think
your
I've got
father. Well, sort of.
Working with the underground, fighting the Baron. But he's,
What?
You need to go see him. And I need to get to the Baron.
You could try to win the Class 1 Racing Championship. The winner of that big race always gets to meet the Baron in the palace. But you have to qualify by winning the lower class races. There's a Class 3 race starting soon. You can drive for my team. But Jack, we should think about getting out of here. I don't like this place. And some of the people are creepy.
Jack, my boy, I need that ruby key you found, eh? A special client has requested it.
Sorry about that, Crew. I must have forgotten.
Right.
Yes, indeed, the mechanic is Kira. If somehow you hadn't guessed already, I mean the voice is blindingly obvious, unless you haven't played the first game, of course. In which case, you'd have no idea who Kira is. So, that was a massive plot twist. First time I was playing this, and I thought it was incredible. I mean, I think it was well, it was a long time ago when I played it. I played it 5 years ago or something. So I don't remember my reaction in total, but I imagine I was pretty shocked that that was Kira. So yeah, we've got to do a race now. I think we have to do 3 of these in the entire game. I'm not entirely sure, because I haven't, played them through yet. But every one of them are really quite tricky. I mean, I don't know where to begin with these. The controls are alright. I mean, oh no, okay. In all fairness, I'm gonna be fair. The controls are good. The way these things drive are really quite good. I mean, they're kind of like the zoomers in, well, the zoomer both in Jack 1 and the outside zoomers in, obviously, this game. But they control a little differently, but they're like kind of the same basis if you were in the low mode, if you're in the ground level mode. Turning is slightly different. It's better, I think, because it's like, designed to be racing in there. They move considerably faster, as if you haven't figured that already. But they do break a hell of a lot easier. Well, I'd say that. It's probably just because of the speed. If you hit something at this speed, then you will blow up, and it'll be irritating because there are 5 laps, and in my opinion there should only be 3, and maybe possibly make the maps a little bit longer, but there are 5 laps, and it gets a bit tedious after a while. And it's just, if you don't take a couple of shortcuts, the race is pretty damn hard, and depending on how well you're doing, judges like how well your opponents are doing. Like that shortcut there, because I'm doing pretty well at the moment, I'm in first, and I have been pretty much the entire race. If you look on the map now, that was all of the NPC drivers, the computer drivers, all taking that shortcut as well, trying to catch up with me, because the game has realised that I'm beating them, and doing well about it. Thus they're doing what they can to keep up, or try and catch up with me. which I think is really quite good. Like, a lot of games from this time would just, the NPCs would be programmed just to go around the course, and there's a shortcut here or there if the player wants to take it. But in this game, they're actually programmed to, you know, if you're doing really well, they will do really well. If I was in last right now, none of those NPCs would be taking that shortcut at all. They'd all be going around the map. But yeah, I find that the last lap of this race is especially scary because, well, when you're in first, because you obviously, as you can see, I'm very far away in front of the other NPC drivers. But things like those jumps, you're just sitting there going, I don't want to crash now. I've died 5,000 times already. I don't want to do this again. And you just keep going, and then you crash on the last lap. I've had that happen to me countless times, and it's the most frustrating thing. But when you finally do it, it's really satisfying. And well, there you go. I didn't do this first time. Again, I'd cut out a few deaths/losses.
When is this city gonna provide some challenge, huh?
Hey, I watched your race today. You were pretty amazing out there.
Oh, thanks. Kira, this is Ashlynn. She's just...
Everyone knows who she is.
And Kira's,
A friend. A very good friend.
Thanks for helping out with that tanker, Jack. You saved a lot of lives. I'm not my father, you know. Ever since I was a little girl, I've looked down at the city streets from that ridiculous palace and imagined a better place.
By the way, they're hunting for you. I'd watch out for Errol. I can't protect you from him.
Whoa, she's a Betty. And she likes you, Jack. Not that I can account for her tastes. I bet you'd love to pin some medals on her chest, huh? What? What'd I say? What did you say, Jack?
I love how she says, by the way, they're hunting for you, as the two walk right in front of her, and they obviously could hear her. So it's like, basically saying, Krimzon Guard, he's in here, but I'm actually on his side. So yeah, now we're going to crew in the Hip Hop Saloon, see what they want.
So there I was, toe-to-toe with 5 of the nastiest metalheads you ever saw. Slime oozing from monstrous jaws, teeth sharper than daggers. Slowly, all 10 of them surround me. But do I surrender? No! I summon my highly trained killer instincts and pounce! And when the dust cleared, there were 20 less metalheads in the world.
Oh, Daxter, you're amazing.
Yeah, I know. Scratch me there.
Quite a story there, Golden Boy. I guess you're just the animal I need for another dangerous gig. Combat metalheads have now been spotted right here in Haven Forest. These new bad boys have special camouflage, so they're tough to spot. But I'm sure with your killer instincts, you'll manage. Go to the forest and take them all out.
Okay, we'll do that some other time. But next episode, we'll be going to the dig, which is here, and I can't remember what we were told to do, but I will remember next time and tell you. So yeah, thank you for watching this part, and I shall see you next time. Goodbye.